think it's a really crucial question as well. If you're so confident in your belief, that's right, belief, then answer me this, simply answer me this. If there is no God, then how and why do we exist? It's a really simple question, but you can't answer it, can you, atheist?
Let's see, how and why do... First, you should check out this guy's videos. It's like, atheist. I'm sorry, I can't even imitate this guy. So, if there is no God, how and why do we exist? Oh yes, like an atheist is going to be able to tell you why you exist, or why humans in general exist. Why do rabbits exist? Why do Tasmanian devils exist? Why do aardvarks exist? You know? Why do humans exist? Well, I think it has something to do with the choices that our past ancestors made that lended a hand to the ultimate creation of human beings, a species that roam around on the planet today. That would be my best guess as to why we exist. We exist because of choices that were made in the past, sexual choices between creatures that probably didn't look exactly like we do. It also probably had something to do with the environment and you know, the people who managed to survive the environmental changes and their characteristics, and they're, you know, passing them on to us, which gradually changed with what humans, you know, were to what we are now. So I guess that would be my answer, and I don't understand why this guy thinks this is a difficult question. Why do we exist? That's why we exist, because of choices that were made in the past. Biological decisions that were made in the past that, you know, and life in general that sprang up after the planet formed, and, you know, the conditions were right for such things like photosynthesis, etc., things like that to happen, you know. All these things kind of added up along the way over a billion years or more, you know, billions of years, to create humans to eventually, you know, evolve to where we are now, to us. Just like every other species of animal on the planet also took all this time to evolve to where they are today. So he's writing this, Atheist, disproving atheism in 40 seconds. A question atheists can never answer. This is by Blake James, who's very, let's just say, condescending in his attitude in this video. So, Blake, have I answered that probing question for you? I'm kind of sad that you needed to even ask it, because it seems to me the kind of question that's really obvious. Why humans exist? You know? Because of evolution going the path that it did to ultimately create us. I suppose if our ancestors had done what a relative of the elephant did and went back into the water, you know, I don't know if you've ever read about sea cows, but they are the closest living relative to the elephant. Really strange looking creatures that live, you know, they breathe air, but they live in the ocean. Okay. Yeah, so if humans had if our ancestors had chosen to live in the water, we'd probably not look the way we are today. We might not even exist in the form that we are today if a different choice had been made, and maybe we would all have fins right now, you know, because somebody or a group of whatevers made the choice to go back into the sea to hunt fish, and eventually didn't need to be on the land anymore. You know, so I guess that's my best shot at this question. I was actually kind of all revved up for something complicated, because it's like disproving eighth. First of all, you can't disprove somebody's disbelief. Somebody doesn't believe in Santa Claus. The only way you can disprove their disbelief is to show us Santa Claus. You know, bring him on the stage, introduce him, have him bring out his reindeer, have him fly through the air to prove that he's not just a fake. You know, to do that, you would probably be disproving somebody's disbelief, but you cannot disprove disbelief without doing something really radical like that. So for you to disprove atheism in 40 seconds, you would actually have to produce God, have him come out on the stage, and do something godly, something that can't be explained by natural, with a natural explanation. Nobody's done that yet. There's no evidence. Oh, I saw another video, by the way, that says that the one thing, this is another one of those, the one question that atheists can't answer, ... And then it says something about below that atheists have not been able to show any evidence or proof. I didn't watch that one because to me that was like really too stupid to try to wrap my mind around. Evidence and proof for what? If we don't believe in something, if we think something doesn't exist, what are we supposed to find evidence and proof of? You know, I mean, we don't think something exists, so can you find evidence and proof for something that doesn't exist? No, you really can't. However, if you think that something exists, I'd say you have a pretty strong case for having the gumption to go out there and try to find the evidence and proof. So, hey, quit trying to turn the tables around and tell atheists that we need to prove something when we're not making the fucking claim that something extraordinary exists. We don't think it does. You're the one, asshole. I'm sorry. This is why I wasn't going to watch that video, because I would produce a response much like I am right now. You're the one making the extraordinary claim that something supernatural exists. So guess what? You're the guy who needs to go out there and pound the streets and find evidence and proof for it, not atheists. So I have yet to hear this I've seen 3 or 4 of these kind of videos now. I have yet to hear a question that even remotely challenges me. And they're supposed to be questions that no atheist could possibly answer. Really? Okie dokie, whatever you say.